Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense will get first crack at it today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Henry. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Messer. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Owls offense has its first opportunity of the day. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Catch in the middle. It's Clark. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Wants to fire on second down. That's reeled in. It's Messer. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have working the middle of the field.
Bulldozes his way through. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Quarterback keeper. Wide open spaces. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Owls will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Caught behind the line. It's Irvin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Simon. Here's a hit. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Henry. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
There he goes.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. The RPO fired complete to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
We'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be a more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it.
Touchdown! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your play.
He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Simon. Finds his target down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Owls come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Turning on the Jets. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running game.
The play action fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Owls! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ford Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. And guys, Florida Atlantic is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
To the air, it's Simon. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Temple lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Turner could find no daylight. He goes down. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmaker.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls in.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time.
Lots of running room. It's a seam wide open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swann, so big playmaking is always a possibility. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Minnesota. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He'll keep it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First play of the drive comes from the 38. He wastes no time and comes out throwing quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Unloads quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
To the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Messer. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Using his feet. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
A run for the quarterback. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that 1st down. Nice job.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
The Owls will hustle to the line. Dropping back, it's Simon. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Temple lining up to punt it away. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Terrell. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Young. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here comes the heat. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Nice move there. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Finds the tight end.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Jones. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Running through contact. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Temple lines up quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Simon. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. And off from the shotgun. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the left side. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Go for it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job and contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
The toss to the right. Trucks through the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 30. To the air on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Takes the easy completion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Secures it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll leave it with him. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Irvin. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Simon. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Messer. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Messer. He's loose. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Back to pass. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Quarterback on the keeper. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Ole Miss showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of it.
And the ball is loose on the return. They were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Jones. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Back to throw, it's Simon. Got his man downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum.
Good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Fires to the big fella. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Just ran over it. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's sent. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
They're setting up the screen. Gets away from one. He's got space. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Sam. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Well, it's a nice positive play on the bootleg going to the right there, and a really good decision that time by the quarterback, too, because he's supposed to throw that down the field, but as soon as he turned around, he saw that there was just open space, green grass. Put your foot in the ground, use your athletic ability, and go get positive yards.
Quarterback keeps just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Right on the money. Oh, out of space. Got enough space. Touchdown, Owls. And the stomping has commenced. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he added the extra point. They 72 yards, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Simon. It's caught. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. The Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly on the move. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Rides the back on the option to give. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it work.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. Got it, looking for a first. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown! Owls! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll take it himself. Oh, it's loose. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rides to back and leaves it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Minnesota looked less like a pack of Gophers and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Huntington Bank Stadium. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Owls need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Simon. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Gives it on the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a short run there, and that'll end it. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong.